Alright, so now you know how to shoot your vlogs, you know how to edit them, but there's one step that a lot of amateur vloggers ignore, and that relates actually not to the shooting or the editing part, but to the uploading part. So I'm assuming that almost all of you who are watching this, if you intend to create your vlog, you intend to upload your vlogs on YouTube, right? So I'm going to show you in this video some of the important steps that you should keep in mind when you're uploading your video on YouTube, which is basically got to do with stuff like the correct title and the correct description, because that is going to matter when it comes to people finding out your vlogs on YouTube, because YouTube already has so many videos. So the tips that I'm going to give you is just going to help you make your video stand out and get more views. So let's go there. Alright, so you are all set with your video. Now it's finally time to upload it on YouTube, and what you're going to need for that is, first of all, you'll have to go to youtube.com, of course, and create your YouTube account, for which you are going to need a Gmail address. For example, I have this Creative Pad Media account, and you can create it either for your personal account or your business account. You can figure that out, but basically you need a YouTube account before you can start the uploading process. Once you have a YouTube account, you're just going to click on this plus icon here and then go to upload video. And now there are a couple of things that you should be keeping in mind, because a lot of amateur people who are just starting off with their vlogs just upload their video, but they don't pay attention to some of the things that I'm going to be telling you about. So of course it's going to ask you which file you want to upload. So you're going to select whichever video you want to talk about. So let's say I'm just going to pick any video right now, but I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that I'm a travel vlogger and I'm making this video that I'm uploading is about my trip to Bali, the same example that we thought of before. So this video is about the different things and about the different places that I'm going and doing in Bali, and I want to make this video for people who are searching, like who come to YouTube like this and who are typing something like this, things to do in Bali. Okay, so that is very important. This is the first thing that you have to keep in mind, that what is your objective of making this video or uploading this video? What kind of people, what kind of audience do you want to attract? Because the mistake that you can make here is that you can write something like, I can write, for example, the title here. So right now my video is uploading in the background. You can see here, this is the time where YouTube is asking us to put a title, put a description for this video. So the title is going to be very important, especially when it comes to you getting ranked. Okay, so let me just type this keyword here. These are called keywords. Okay, so this in itself, like a keyword is a plural, right? So it's, this whole thing is one keyword, things to do in Bali. And keywords are very important in YouTube. So if I just search this, what you're going to find is that when you start seeing, forget this about this ad result, this is, a paid ad, but we're talking about the normal results that we call as organic results in marketing. So if you see it, they all mention this, things to do in Bali, things to do in Bali, top 10 Bali, at least a part of the keyword will be there, 11 things to do in Bali. But it's always better to have, the longer part of your keyword included in the title. For example, in this case, if I'm making a video on how, what are the things that you should be doing in Bali, this is a very good idea to have that whole keyword here. Like I can have a title like top 5 things. Oops, let's even be always a good practice to have the starting, letter of the words in capitals, but that's optional. But the main thing is, you can see that I've got this keyword right in my title, which someone was searching for. Okay, and this process, to be frank, also involves keyword researching. Like the really serious YouTubers will use a lot of tools like keyword research tools, which will just tell them how many people are actually typing it also, and they come to know whether this is an attractive keyword to rank for or not. But I don't want to get into that because this is not a marketing lecture, this is more of a videography lecture, but you should just keep it in mind. Because the mistake you can make in this case, for example, is, let's say I don't put in the keyword here and I type something like a very random title. Like I can type something, my amazing experience in Bali. Okay. Now, it's very easy to guess that not a lot of people will be searching for something like this, amazing experience in Bali. They won't be typing this here. A lot of people will be typing things to do in Bali, or similar keywords. So that's the point I'm trying to make, that the keyword that you use should kind of be slightly popular. Okay, and you'll kind of get an idea. You can even do some searches and you'll kind of just do some keyword searches here on YouTube regarding Bali, and you'll come to know what most of the people are making their videos on, and keep an eye on the titles here and on the keywords, okay? So don't write the title just like you would do something very casually, like let's say if you were sharing with your friends or something. No, think about that title, because YouTube is a part of Google, okay? And Google is all about search. So Google, one of the factors that will help you rank your videos, like all these videos are ranking on top, so obviously they get more viewers. And one of the things that will help you rank better is this title, because Google pays a lot of attention to the keyword that you've put here. So a better keyword will be to do something like this, things to do in Bali, okay? Secondly, write a good description. So, be as descriptive, mention everything that you're doing in your video. It's always better, because you get to put some additional keywords then, right? Because how else does Google or YouTube come to know what your video is about? YouTube or Google are just robots, right? The machines are doing their job. So they go through your description, they go through your title, they even they actually go through your video also. So if you're speaking in your video, do mention the keywords, okay? So it's, for example, again, going back to this example, if my video was about things to do in Bali, say that line, in the video. Things like this video, hello, welcome my subscribers, we're going to look at things to do in Bali, or whatever, however you can manufacture that. Because YouTube these days also has that capability to listen whether your keyword is coming when you're speaking in your video or not, okay? Then another thing that you should pay attention to is the thumbnail. So you can see here, all these top ranking videos have these thumbnails. By thumbnails, I mean, what is the video image that you see here? Like, this is different than the actual video. You can see the preview of the video, but an attractive thumbnail with the caption on it, it just kind of attracts the viewer, because it immediately draws their attention and it tells them what your video is about. Because if you don't do that, YouTube is just going to pick out a random caption like this, okay, from your video. That is also fine when you're starting off, because of course you will need to get this designed. So if you're good with Photoshop, you can probably try your hand at it. Basically, you just need an image from your video, which is kind of an attractive image, and then just write some good text on it for the time being, okay? That will form your thumbnail. You can also go to Google, type in the exact dimensions that YouTube prefers to have the thumbnail for. I don't want to go into too much of this right now, but basically thumbnails are definitely important. But when you're starting out, it's okay not to do them. Once you get comfortable with the whole process, definitely start making good thumbnails, but don't make clickbait thumbnails. I'm totally against that. Some people also have that habit where they'll put a thumbnail which is like very sensational, which is about something that is not happening in the video. Like, you often see that in the sports videos where they just put, let's say, Messi or Ronaldo doing something crazy, whereas in the video, it was never there. And that can actually discourage your viewers, and they might actually get angry with you and then not watch your videos again. So do this carefully, okay? But this is where you'll be uploading your custom thumbnail. But that's later. Definitely pay more attention to the title right now. That's going to be important even when you're a beginner. Okay, then if you have a playlist just means that you can have a group of videos and you can give them a name. For example, what we do is on our channel, we have these playlists which are our different courses actually. So videography, external flash for beginners, studio photography for beginners, and within this we put the videos. Okay, so let's say I can have a playlist called My Trip to Bali, and in that playlist I can have all the videos which are associated to the Bali trip. Then I can have a separate playlist, let's say if I went to somewhere else, maybe Thailand. So playlists will just help you kind of organize your videos in a better way. Okay, then you have more videos, like more options. Like for example, these days you have to mandatorily mark this option, whether your video is made for kids or is it not made for kids. Okay, so you can just read about this and then make your choice. You don't have to worry about paid promotion right now. Tags, yes, you can definitely enter. So tags are just like keywords. So, but single keywords. You can type like Bali, trip, traveling, something that will again give that machine, the YouTube and Google's, to just figure out what your video is about. It will help you rank better. Okay, then these, you don't have to worry about languages and all these things. You can probably choose categories. So of course, in this case, it's going to be traveling. So maybe something like travel and events. And yeah, you can have certain other options also. You can go through this and then just click on next. You don't have to worry about these right now. These are also good things to have on your video, but not right now. And then finally, visibility. So you will most probably want your video to be public. So when you release a public video, it's just visible to everyone. Now, I don't do public because our videos, we sell paid courses. Our premium courses are paid. So I have them as unlisted. Unlisted means that when I upload an unlisted video, when I select this, the public cannot search for that on YouTube. It's only visible to the people who have the link to the video. So we do this because we sell paid courses. So of course we don't want our videos to be seen by anyone else. So, and that's it. But most probably you'll be choosing public, and then you'll just be clicking on publish, and your video will be out there ready to go, be seen by public. And the most important thing I want to tell you though is that you can have the right keyword, you can have the right thumbnail, you can have the right description, the right tags, everything can be right. But the most important thing, do not forget, the most important thing always is going to be your content. That has to be your main focus always. Put the effort, do the correct way, learn editing properly, and put in the effort in making your content, because you can have all these things for decoration, right? And even for getting better ranks, but they will not help you in long term. They are just bonuses. The main thing that is going to keep your viewers glued to your videos is how good and valuable your content is, and that is dependent only on your effort. In fact, you can miss all these things also, but don't miss the content part. That is very, very important. Put in the hard work there, and that itself is one of the best marketing strategies to have good content. Because one of the key factors which I've not told you is that, and this has started happening since the last few years, is that YouTube is giving a lot of attention, and actually a majority of the attention, more than these keywords and descriptions and thumbnails, to something called as total watch time. That means they are interested in knowing that how long do your viewers watch your video for. Okay, for example, let's say you have a 10-minute video, but your viewers are just watching it for 30-40 seconds, they get bored, they didn't like your video, and then they just close your video. That is going to have a very negative impact on your video when it comes to rankings, because that is a major red flag to YouTube. It tells YouTube that there's something wrong in your video. Okay, so why does that happen? Because probably your content wasn't good enough. If your content is good, the total watch time is good, the audience retention is good, that itself will help you a lot in ranking your videos. So I just thought I'll mention all this. I'm also not a complete YouTube expert, because this is not one of our main marketing channels. I'm more into things like advertising. So if you already know, I have a course on Facebook advertising. So I am pretty good with ads and pay-per-click stuff. So if you're interested in marketing on Facebook, do check my course out, which is called Facebook Advertising for Beginners, which is a very comprehensive course which teaches you how to market your business using Facebook. But YouTube, I do know these tips, so I just thought I'll mention them. At least it'll be helpful if you're a beginner. So I hope that you like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.